With 600 episodes and counting, there are bound to be a few loose ends. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Simpsons fan theories.
Where is everybody?
Hey, there's a bug that looks like Dad. Let's kill it!
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at mind-blowing theories that question everything we know about Matt Groening's most beloved series. While it would be cool if they've been proven to be true, their entertainment value will be given priority.
Dad, wait! You haven't heard my story!
You? You're too dumb to tell a story. No, seriously, you're great. Let's hear it. Oh, jeez.
Number 10. Bart created The Simpsons.
Oh, this is perfect. Couple of stink lines around his butt, and I'm done.
Conjured up by Reddit user Just Embarrassing, this theory prophesies that Bart will grow up to be Matt Groening. Considering the show's creator based The Simpsons on his own family, going as far as to use their names, it makes sense that Bart would be partially based on himself.
And the globe goes to Angry Dad!
The Redditor points out that the prankster has already proven to be a capable writer and comedian, Ghost winning an award for an Itchy and Scratchy episode, and crafting an Academy Award-winning Angry Dad short. Like Groening, Bart's family tends to serve as inspiration for his creative work.
And the winner is Itchy and Scratchy, Abraham Simpson Rice.
Grandpa! Woo!
Number 9. Homer is still collecting royalties from the B-Sharps.
Each trip's a trip to paradise with my baby on board.
Maybe not the sexiest theory, but it still makes a whole lot of sense. Redditor Somewhere Cheap speculates that despite working as an underpaid nuclear safety inspector, Homer still lives in relative luxury and can afford to travel the world with his family. As part of the Grammy-winning barbershop quartet, Homer's probably earned a decent chunk of change via royalties. However, when it comes to the rest of the B-Sharps, Barney would have drunk any money away, Apu's 8 children forced him into a life of modesty, and Skinner seems to be better off than his school board income should allow.
Is that reputation justified?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Number 8. Marge shot Mr. Burns.
Where is everybody?
Season 6 ends with Mr. Burns getting shot by a mysterious attacker, who, in the Season 7 opener, was revealed to be none other than Maggie Simpson. Since then, many have speculated on whether the baby was the true culprit, with one Reddit user pinning the crime on Marge. As a devoted mother who loves Springfield, Marge definitely had the motive to hate Mr. Burns. During the episode Marge Gets a Job, the villainous Burns falls in love with Marge, explaining why he would not single her out. And yes, we know Homer unceremoniously claimed to have been the culprit in Season 18, but Marge as the shooter is still an interesting theory to entertain.
I'm gonna get my revenge, and if I get caught, I'm pinning it on the baby like the time I shot Mr. Burns.
Number 7. Time-traveling Abe. For this theory, drafted by Redditor Dataforge, we need to take the Treehouse of Horror episodes as canon, but otherwise stuff checks out. In the segment Time and Punishment, Homer creates a quick time machine and messes with the time continuum, resulting in a few crazy alterations. With things continuously getting worse, Homer remembers some advice from his father and settles for a timeline that's close enough to the original.
If you ever travel back in time, don't step on anything, because even the tiniest change can alter the future in ways you can't imagine.
This might suggest that Abe is an experienced time traveler, partially explaining why his recollection of history is all over the place. Mind you, it is more plausible that Abe is actually just senile.
And one day, I seen J.D. Rockefeller flying by, so I run out of the house with a big wash tub and, where you going?
Number 6. Homer knows he's a cartoon.
Hey, stop that!
You'll never silence me! I'm the last angry man, Patterson!
A handful of theorists focus their energy on justifying the later seasons of The Simpsons, especially when it comes to Homer's increasingly destructive personality. Rays of Davies theory harkens back to the classic Season 4 episode Homer the Heretic, which concludes with Homer dreaming of God and learning the meaning of life.
What's the meaning of life?
Homer, I can't tell you that.
Come on.
The Redditor believes that God told Homer he's a cartoon, explaining why the once lovable doofus turned into a mean-spirited jackass who acts only in his best interest. If nothing is real, then consequences are a thing of the past.
They're both losers! Losers!
Number 5. Nelson Muntz's biological father.
Bart, you are a bad friend.
There is more than one horse in this race. The identity of Nelson's biological father has always inspired many a discussion, with some speculating that Barney's his real daddy. Putting aside that Bart once found Mr. Muntz at a circus, a theory by Brownie James suggests that Nelson's real father is Snake Jailbird, pointing towards their similar physical appearance.
Oh, goodbye student loan payments, ha ha!
Focusing on their personalities, Snake and Nelson are both sensitive bullies with a complete disregard for authority. For those who prefer their theories with a dose of sci-fi, Fire Robin 88 suggests that Nelson and Barney are actually the same person, due to his bullying Professor Frink to interfere with the past with a time machine.
Great game, son. Come on. I'm taking you to Hooters.
I don't want to bother Mom at work.
Number 4. The Simpsons are actually geniuses.
I just underwent a procedure to increase my IQ 50 points.
Really?
After decades on the air, nobody involved with The Simpsons can be called stupid. Lisa is the only member of the family praised for her intelligence, a distinction that might not be accurate. With regards to the dumbest of the bunch, Kirby Clock's theory points towards Season 12's revelation that Homer is only stupid due to a crayon lodged in his head. Meanwhile, Marge has excelled in nearly every profession she's tried, while Bart is creative and capable of picking up a foreign language at the drop of a hat.
Mais je parle français maintenant. Incroyable!
With the exception of Lisa, the rest of the family seems to have chosen ignorance over brains.
I am too smart. I am too smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
Number 3. There are multiple mole men.
Not again!
Springfield is generally not the safest place, but that goes double for Hans Moleman. Whenever the unlucky Ralph Mellis shows up, fans know that Homer is about to unintentionally deliver a world of hurt. Most of Homer's antics should be fatal, but the Mole Man always comes back for more. Is this just Tom and Jerry logic? Or is there something else going on? Aaron 3 theorizes that there are multiple Mole Men running around, and Homer is constantly killing a different one. This is borderline confirmed in the Season 11 episode, Hello Gutter, Hello Fodder.
There is no escape from the fortress of the moles. No, except that.
Number 2. Springfield exists out of time and space.
Sideshow Bob! The Simpsons!
The Springfield effect is among the more popular and detailed Reddit theories out there. Springfield seems to be stuck in a time loop since none of the residents have aged, despite the years clearly passing by in the rest of the world. The size of the town fluctuates depending on the situation, with buildings moving around to better fit the narrative. The theory suggests that Springfield exists outside of time and space, with the characters being unable to notice any anomalies in their lives. Well, it makes sense as any other explanation.
I can't fit in the booth.
Use the double wide.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Pablo Neruda said laughter is the language of the soul. I am familiar with the works of Pablo Neruda.
And they don't tell me where they go. It's like a conspiracy.
A conspiracy, eh? You think they might be involved in the Kennedy assassination in some way?
I do. No.
Well then, who shot all the gangsters?
I must have a guardian angel with a rifle.
Number 1. Homer is in a coma.
This world was never meant for one as beautiful as you.
This one almost makes too much sense. The Redditor, called Hard to Pick a Name, believes that Homer never woke up from his coma during Season 4's clip show. 6 months earlier, God revealed to Homer that his time was nearly up, coinciding neatly with the later coma.
Don't feel bad, Homer. 9 out of 10 religions fail in their first year.
To be fair, the episode does end with Homer suddenly snapping back to reality, but this could be waved away as a dream. The theory explains why nobody ever ages and why subsequent episodes can be rather insane. Really? Any theory that discredits the principal and the pauper deserves the benefit of the doubt.
I'm an imposter. That man is the real Seymour Skinner.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.